Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I hope that you have learned so far different things about the Python programming language, and if you haven't checked my earlier videos, please click the link below which is for the playlist for the Python learning journey. Today we are going to talk about dates. So let's get started. First thing first you have to do is import the package for the date. It's called date and time, not with the end but just date time. Once you have imported the datetime package, you would be able to utilize the different functions and utilities which are available in datetime. So let's say I want to get the current datetime. In order to do that, let's start with writing current date equals datetime.now, and with that we're getting the current datetime in the current date variable. Okay, so let's try printing out the value. So I'm going to say current date in the print statement. Now that we have written the program, let's try running it. So right clicking on that file and clicking on the run Python file in terminal, and when I do that, I get the full datetime output over here in terminal. Nice. So let's say we want to format the datetime, or we want to print only specific value. So in this example, let's say I want to print year, month and date, but in a different format. So here I'm going to use formatted string, and in that I will use curly brackets, and to start with I'll print, let's say, the day, which is date, and after that I will put slash over here and current date dot, let's say, month, and the last thing that I would like to add is year. Now let's try running this. Okay, I think I may have made a mistake over here. It should be day, not date. Yes, right click, run, and we get the proper output as expected. So this is how you can pick different datetime pieces or components and then use it. But let's say you want more values. So for that, you can use different datetime formatters which are built in, because the datetime that we are seeing right now, it is in very long format. So for that, there is an inbuilt function. We will use that. It's called string format time. So that's strftime. So in that you can specify the formatter, and you can see in the pop-up also it's giving you a couple of examples. You can specify the formats, so we can directly pick the one that we want. So I'm going to pick this one. So output for both of them would be more or less same. Right click, run, and we're getting, yeah, okay, not exactly the same, because you can see it's having 0 as a prefix over here in the output. Nice. So this is how you can format. There are different ways. So let's say if I go to file 20, in that you will find several formats over here, and in that you can try anything that you want. So let's say I'm not going to right now build the one that I want, but you can always poke around and try different things. So capital H for getting hours in 24-hour format, and capital I for AM PM format, I believe. And to print AM PM, you have to use %p. So yeah, feel free to check out this file which I've added in the repository, which is public. And if you don't know where to find the repository, go to the description section and click on the link for the GitHub. With that, you'll be able to see the full code base, which I keep publishing on day-to-day basis. So this is how basically you can print it. But how about I want to, let's say, create a date from the different values which I have. So let's say for the year I have 2026, for the month I have 07 as a month, and date I have 26, or let's say 10. Now I want to create a date out of this. So how do we do that? So date time and then date time. So the moment I hover my cursor on this function, you can see that in here you can supply year and then month and then day, and the other ones are optional, in which you can specify hour, minute, second, millisecond, and time zone info as well. But for now, in this example, we're going to specify these 3 variables which we have defined here. And for your exercise, you can try supplying any of this, and let me know what you have tried and what didn't work as expected, in case if nothing works out for you. Alright, so date time, and in that let's apply year equals year, one second here, month, and then day. So with that, we have created my date. So I'm preserving the value, or say getting the result of the function or constructor and then putting it in my date variable. Now we can simply print the date if we want to see the output. Let's try running this. This one, and with that we are getting the output for that date. So yeah, this is it. With this, either you can print the value of current date time, or you can use the existing variables in which you're holding the value, and from that you can create a date. And we also learned about using strftime function for formatting the given date, and with that you can get the desired output wherever you want. For now, we are putting the output in the console. So yes, that's it for this video. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button.